that can make a city unique, like services, amenities, and recreation. Some would even say they make the community what it is. The city of Cameron is filled with uniqueness. Here are some things and places that make the city of Cameron unique. Near to the YMCA is our regional radio, a place that brings news and music to you on 100.1 KKWK Classic Rock and 1360 KMRN Country Radio. Not to mention our very own DRGN, Dragon Radio and Global News. Check them out.
Today, radio here in Cameron, Bethany, Northwest Missouri, or even across the country is really in a very unique position because unlike in the past where it was truly just about the audio element, what we're doing here is so different with computer technology, with the internet. Not only are we delivering our audio signals over the air, but also online we're doing more streaming, more digital delivery, obviously marketing and advertising for our business advertisers on the radio, on our website, on Google platforms, on digital platforms such as Facebook and other third-party sites and such. It's truly a multimedia focus, even including video, that in 5 or 10 years ago people wouldn't have thought video with radio. Cameron is really a unique community for people all over Northwest Missouri and even into parts of Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. When we moved here 10 years ago, we moved to the community thinking, wow, we only know 1 or 2 couples, and once we arrived here, we realized that in some ways, maybe it's a lot like the immigrants coming to Ellis Island all those years ago, because there are people that have relocated here for various reasons, whether it's family or employment or whatever may be their desire to live in a small community, to commute into Kansas City or St. Joseph.
Not only is broadcasting trying to bring news to you, we also have a newspaper, Cameron Newspaper. The newspaper works to bring out recent and trending news to people of Cameron, not to mention ads for businesses you need to visit. But not everything in Cameron involves news. We also have our very own medical center. The medical center has a 58-bed acute care medical facility, not to mention the emergency services are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to treat all your medical needs. Another unique place in Cameron is the train depot.
Well, this is the Cameron Depot Museum, and it's located in a late 1890s CB&Q, that's Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad Depot. We use the old depot as a museum to educate people on the history of Cameron and the history of the railroads that came through Cameron. A lot of people don't know, but Cameron is here because the railroads were coming to Northwest Missouri. And Cameron's a real unique location, and if you've seen, our motto is Crossroads of the Nation. And part of the reason it was called Crossroads of the Nation was because even before there was a Cameron here, the settlers started locating here because it was a crossroads for the original Mormon settlers going over to Leavenworth and Hiawatha, Kansas. And then it was.
And when you're done at the museum, come check out the golf course. The golf course has 18 holes, and they also hold a few tournaments. After checking out your skills at the golf course, come into the public library and check out books.
At the Cameron Public Library for kids from 0 to adulthood. Our story times, we have our Tuesday and Wednesdays, and Tuesdays we do for kids 3 to 5 years old, and on Wednesdays we have half-hour story times for kids 2 and 3-year-olds. They're geared towards those age ranges, but any child can come. On Saturdays we also have a story time for 0 to 5, and that is once a month on the first Saturday of the month. For our older kids, Jennifer Enzyme does all of our school-age kids programming, and we also have activities at the library on Mondays and Thursday nights. Monday nights are for kindergarten through 2nd grade, and Thursday nights are for 3rd grade and up. Like STEAM activities where the kids can experience some basic coding and arts programs. We also have a game night, and then we also have a breakout night for both age groups, and we have a Lego building night. We've recently started a Dungeons and Dragons group from 6:30 to 8:30.
The public library also holds a bunch of adult activities, such as Project Linus and an adult game day. If you'd like more information, please head down to the public library. Here in Cameron, we have many parades. The unique thing about parades are the floats and the people. Some people put a lot of time and effort into their float to make them stand out. Parades also help our community join as one and celebrate the holiday. When you are done with the parades, which usually run through McCorkle Park, near McCorkle Park is the Old School. The Old School maintains a display of class photos ranging from 1909 through the 70s. The Old School also has multiple rooms to public, both office and rental space for reunions, parties, and businesses, and much more. And lastly, the Old School has an escape room. Solve puzzles and try to escape. Once you're done with the escape room at the Old School, come check out our many reservoirs. Reservoir 1, Century Lake, Reservoir 2, Sunrise Lake, Reservoir 3, Eagle Lake, and lastly, Grindstone Lake. No firearms, archery, hunting, or trapping allowed on Reservoirs 1, 2, or 3, but there is on Grindstone on the right seasons. You can also go kayaking and swimming in their lakes. Come check them out. Once you're done kayaking our few reservoirs, come check out Wallace State Park. Wallace State Park has a lake where you can swim and kayak at, and also has a few trails you can hike. Not to mention, Wallace State Park also has RV spots and campground spots you can camp at. Finally, Wallace includes a building you can rent out for parties. The Cameron Memorial Airport, located at State Highway A, allows anyone to fly in if they want. You can also build your own hangar. The cost of the hangar depends on the size. The airport also has 29 based aircraft and a 1,219-mile runway. Occasionally, the airport also hosts an air show with awesome tricks and flips. In the end, Cameron is like no other town. The community, the places, and the small town feeling make Cameron lovable and unique.